good.
All right. So this is Mike the Mustang. And so Mike was out somewhere for a long time in a big pen with some other horses, a little wild horse. And, you know, the person he was out to, you know, for 9 months never got this horse handled. He kind of let this horse be what he wanted to be. Now, that's fine if they're out in the wild. They got to be what they're going to be out in the wild. But when they start being with people, they've got to allow us to get to them and pet them and all that good stuff. So how does a person convince a wild horse to let them get over to them? Well, when you're first starting and that horse is in a big pen with other horses, he goes, I don't want anything to do with you as a two-legged creature. I want to go over to my family, my familiar, you know, creatures.
Absolutely.
So he was just avoiding for 9 months. So he ended up here, I put him in a smaller pen. And when I start out, okay, we always start out first, which I almost always know is going to be a failure. You ask the nicest way you possibly can. Hi, horsey, will you let me come up to you? And when he first was here, he would bolt away, throw his butt towards me, and you know, he'd just say, heck no, I'm not going to be around you. So then I had to become kind of the obnoxious lead horse and say, going away from me as your leader is not the answer.
It's not cool, man.
So I'd have to face him, get bigger with my body, smack my leg until he faced me up, and then I'd take that energy away and go, okay, I want you to, you know, start looking at me as a friendly buddy. So Mike now has progressed up. We turn him loose out in the pasture and we can go out there and catch him. But every day he wants to play the little game at the first minute or two and say, oh, I don't really want to be caught. And then I'll come in and, you know, I was explaining before about energy. When I teach, I say, pick up your hand like you're picking up the weight of a silk scarf. That's kind of the energy with your hand. Too many people go at these horses, they're looking at them, they're going, hi horsey, or even if they're closing their fist, well, that's got tension in it. This has tension, this has tension. All that pushes that horse away. So I'm just going to get him to where he'll let me stand there and pet.
Okay.
And so right now his butt's facing me.
Yep.
And I'm going to say, Mike, that's the wrong thing to do. And so then I'm going to roll my shoulder and just draw him a little bit so he gets to face me up. And I say, that's the right answer. So I come in there with complete relaxation. Good boy, let him smell me. Now he says, okay, I've had enough. And I go, that's the wrong answer. So then I'm going to face him and I'm going to, he said, oh, you were serious about that. And I went, yes, I was serious about that. Good boy. He said, I was serious about you letting me touch you. So here's a horse that wouldn't allow anybody to touch him for 9 months. And in a couple minutes each time I come in and I'm petting him. And I'm talking to him. And I can say, good boy. And then I can walk off. And just say, that's what I want to see. I want to see him go, okay, I'm with you now. I like that. I know, Junior. I know. Good boy. Oh, stop. And then I'm going to come down here and say, hey, give me your foot. Got to get you trimmed up again. Good boy. Good boy. See, now for a horse that was completely wild, didn't want anything to do with anybody, now I can sit there with no halter, pick up his feet, touch him, do whatever I need to do, and he has that trust, because it's all about that energy. I can be strong when I need to communicate strength to him,
yeah.
or leadership, calm, assertiveness, and then I can be the buddy when I need to be the buddy to him. Now he's not, the dang flies are starting to get out here pretty good. So I had to introduce him to fly spray. At first he thought, oh my God, you're trying to kill me.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna go in here and get the bottle real quick, and he kind of goes, okay, hey bud, good boy.
Do you find you have a favored side for him, or he has a favored side that you have to start from?
Well, his left side is a little more confident at first, but
well, he's good with fly spray.
yeah, imagine that. Because once he figured out that the flies did not like this stuff that I was putting on him,
Yeah.
he said, I love that stuff.
Yeah.
Bring it on.
Yeah.
So that's what I, can achieve with a wild horse that, he was deemed untrainable. Some other people trying to support this guy's attitude deemed him untrainable. And I had my own comments about that. I went, yeah, he's untrainable. I keep looking at him going, do you realize that you are untrainable? He's going, yeah, man, I'm untrainable. Now, I'll spray a little bit on my hand. Get that on his face because I don't want to spray on his face.
Right.
But a good boy is what he is. Now I can put saddles on him and do all kinds of things. So there's a lot of horses that if I came in and worked with them and got that in that short amount of time, I could then go, good boy, son, we're done for the day.
Yeah.
And move on. And
he just follows you over.
And I'd be perfectly satisfied with that.
He says, where are we going, Sean?
Oh, he'd like to go out. He'll definitely be one that we work with.
Yeah.
But we're gonna grab one of mine who is pretty tame and knows all the work, and we're just gonna run through some of the groundwork things that you've been watching so you can ask any questions about it.